Hey everybody, Ryan here, and my wife. Humphrey family Holsteins here. Now let me turn this camera around. You can see my pretty face. I don't know, is that working? It's kind of bright out here today, it's warm. I think we got up to 58 or something like that. Anyways, I got a story for y'all I wanted to tell you. What do y'all do, like, try to keep the coyotes at bay? Because we have a bad coyote problem out here, and I know some people just say, there's nothing you could do about it, you know, but at the same time, somebody's got to have some tips or tricks or something that, you know, can keep coyotes from coming on the property. We have dogs and they help. Let me tell you a little story. I'll turn the camera around here. Hey Carly.
Daddy, I couldn't find some big pants.
You couldn't find some big pants?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Well, you look cute.
Look at you have this.
There's a bee over here. You hear it?
Yeah.
Anyways, over, I don't know if you can see that line of trees way out there. There's a bunch of coyote dens, and the other night, hey, there's Jessaboo. Hey, Jessaboo.
Hi, Dad.
What are you doing?
Just trying to run away from the sun.
It's bright out here, huh?
Yeah.
Anyways, y'all can go play. I'm just filming a little video. Anyways, there's a lot of coyotes out here, and because I showed you those dens way out there by that tree line, there's a lot. And the other night we probably had the worst invasion that I think we've had, and from what I could see, it was kind of dark on this road here. Well, just over Carly's head was at least 10, I would venture to say maybe 15 coyotes. And the dog, what are you doing in the road? What if a car came running by? There goes mommy.
God, get away!
She's going to town to buy some dinner tonight. Anyways, the dogs, I was in the house, it was about midnight, and the dogs started really barking. The dogs started going crazy, and they can keep, you know, I've heard them come out here. Off the road, Carly, please.
Okay.
I've heard them keep, you know, 1 or 2 coyotes at bay. But this was much different. This was a huge invasion. And since it was so late at night, most of the animals, like the cows and the donkeys and stuff, were up in the pen. And, you know, there's only one way in there. But the dogs were right here. The dogs were standing right here near that dead tree, and they were barking out this way to where the coyotes were. And I started hearing the barking, and they bark all the time, so I didn't think too much of it. But then all of a sudden, the coyote started yipping and howling. Yip, 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 howl. What does the coyote say?
I was trying to say...
Do it again? That's not what a coyote says. Anyways, so I thought it might be 1 or 2. Good. And as I was getting... Y'all are hyper today. As I was getting my gun out, I noticed that it was definitely more than 1 or 2 coyotes. And it was quite scary. And so I got my gun, I came outside, and I actually have it on recording. I'll play the video for you right now. So that's what I heard, and so I went running out there, and when I turned around the corner to come around the house, there was about 10 coyotes on the road right here. And it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was intimidating. But I fired about 5 shots or so, and they went running for the hills. Now the dogs, like I said, can usually keep 1 or 2 coyotes at bay, but because there were so many, if I didn't come outside, I'm pretty sure the coyotes would have overrun the dogs, and they could have been in serious danger. But I came out and fired my guns, and or my gun, and took care of the problem. So, but so that brings up the question: what do y'all do when you have coyotes on your property? Kind of the same thing. Get a gun, get a dog. Is there any way I can keep like 10, 15 coyotes from coming under the barbed wire and making their way over to the pen and eating some calves? The donkeys were up by the entrance of the pen, and that was good because I know they can like stomp and kick and stuff like that. So the cows were up in the shed, and they, you know, the donkeys were in between the cows and the coyotes. So I mean, I kind of like advice, because I know I don't know what else I can do other than dogs and firing my gun when I come out. But coyotes are just a natural thing when you live out here. And so I don't know, is there any tricks, any tips or tricks you can offer me? Because it's becoming a problem. Come on, Cal. You got a visitor. I'll come cut the strings on those hay bales.
Annabelle, were you trying to charge at us like a bull? He's like, good blow. What the? Don't catch my power with my hay pile. You get out there and bust your butt.
You gonna bust my butt? They still have some left of this bale here, but it's almost gone, so I'll probably cut the ones. We got another bale right behind them. I'll probably cut this one and let them eat this bale.
No, I know, Bill. Daddy? Can I tell them all their names?
Yes.
That one over there is Annabelle. Clarabelle and Charlie, they look the same. I can barely tell. Dad, can you please tell me which
This one is Clarabelle over here.
Yeah, Clarabelle. Charlie.
Charlie's licking my leg. Just cleaned out the water deal. Gonna let it fill up. And you stepped in it right after I cleaned it. Okay, well, I don't know what happened, but I lost my last clip, and I know I'm repeating myself, but it basically was just me asking for your advice. I know I asked about it previously in this video, but you know, if you have any advice, please leave comments below. We really appreciate all the advice that we get, because it really helps us figure out what we're doing. Sometimes we don't have an idea, but I appreciate you watching. And if you like us, please subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.